Alyssa Mercante has been on a freaking tear this week, guys, and it all started from when she posted on Rolling Stone for the first time. Yeah, she did freelance work. She wrote a Halo 2 article on Rolling Stone, and it was just as you expected, guys. On their Twitter, they're getting flamed when they advertised that she posted on there. People were literally saying, "Oh my God, you hired Alyssa Mercante on here. Good luck with that." Like, they're getting destroyed because they advertise it. It even caused the senior editor in chief for the gaming section to have a complete meltdown and panic over me, Smash JT, and several others, right? So Smash wrote this whole article about his thoughts on her coming on, and she basically got unhinged about it. In fact, she started to attack him on Twitter just because of his opinion. Now, this opinion is not unwarranted. This opinion's based on her actions the last 8 months or so, the personal boundaries that she's crossed in regards to Smash and his family, among other things. So you can see right here, he put any company that hires Alyssa Mercante, even for bylines / temp, proves to everyone that they know nothing about the gaming landscape and definitely should not have a dedicated gaming section on their website. Get the fuck out of our industry. You're not wanted here. That's an opinion. That's a fair take. Alyssa Mercante is a public figure. She's not immune from that. So, of course, she couldn't take it. She responded, "Doesn't it seem like they want to chase people they don't like out of the industry?" And what I have to say is, look who's fucking talking. You and your whole woke side literally live to spite chuds and to chase out white men. Like, every single thing that you guys do is based off of sticking it to the white man. You hate male gamers. Everything that you do, it tries to antagonize, but you're the first one to try to scream, "Leave me alone," in your DMs. And then you get brave, you challenge people to fights, all this crap. Okay? You're not some victim that's being chased out. You're getting clapped back at for what you put out there. But she'll paint this narrative that she's some innocent individual that's the target of a whole chud fucking movement that is buying into Gamergate and all this crap. She won't tell you what she's done wrong. That's the fucking dilemma, is that she thinks she's innocent when she's not. And it's not because we hate somebody that we hate women and this and that. No, we're clapping back. You're giving us content with your attitude. Look at her right here. Jeff Tarzia has been trying to make it as a YouTuber for nearly a decade and has been in and out of jobs tangentially related to the industry for longer. He chases whatever gets him clicks, and since March, it's been me. So completely salty. Obviously, she's probably in a group chat or Discord, or she's been in contact with people that don't like Smash. That's why she has some kind of, like, I guess, revisionist history about him. Now, me and Smash didn't always get along. There's some fairness to her arguments right here, but she knows nothing next to him. She's just spouting venom and hatred towards him because he dares to have an opinion about her. That's what it is. All right. So she continued on saying he didn't work for years and was coasting off of his GameStop stock money, got a job and held it for barely 2 years, then went straight back to trying to grow his YouTube presence by chasing internet drama. Imagine doing YouTube to not get any views. Imagine not jumping into drama that involves you because you drug him into it. There wouldn't be an internet drama between you if you didn't try to shut down his website, if you didn't contact his wife, if you didn't try to fucking silence him, if you didn't take your pot shots. In fact, I would say anybody covering you, if you didn't try to do anything out of spite towards anybody that's been critical of you, this drama wouldn't exist. Don't you see that you've brought it on yourself? And then you're giving him crap for staying at somewhere for 2 years. Didn't you stay at Kotaku for just 2 years? So what kind of insult is that? So anyway, Smash's article calls it out, showing that she's completely bitter. You can see her other follow-up. In short, he's a middle-aged man. They always go for age. Mercante, you're not going to be young forever, girl. Desperate for relevance with no discernible talent, latching on to clickbait and internet drama to justify his 18K streamer shed. I'd be mortified to have this man as my father. And this girl is talking about people being fathers and stuff like that when she's bragged about having multiple abortions. Yeah, she literally has bragged about it. On top of that, being able to buy a streamer shed is an investment in your business. So that does show that he's a success, whatever she tries to want to prove. The bottom line is, the problem is, she's a man hater. And you can see he says it right here. Alyssa gets personal and brings family into the equation. Come on, Alyssa. We know you lack intellect, but even you have to know better than to go here with anyone. Your behavior only cements why so many actual gamers believe you're not fit for any position within gaming media whatsoever, and you continue to prove it over and over again with everything you do. It's a lack of professionalism, right? So her major piece with Halo 2 has a little bit of activism in it. It's kind of so-so, subpar writing. She obviously doesn't have a full-time job anymore. But that's besides the point. She took the time to attack Smash and his family. And I guess even nuttier here, which Smash didn't cover it. If we look at Fandom Pulse, they wrote this article where she's saying that she's still going to be pursuing legal action against YouTuber Smash JT because he hurt her little feelings, right? They fight me physically, bitch girl right here. I think she's tough. So basically, after all this, Smash made a live stream, which I guessed on, and I had a great time. Thank you, Smash, for having me on. She says, Jeff Tarzia called me a baby killer for half an hour on his stream while seemingly wine drunk, but what's funnier was him repeatedly needing 30 seconds to cue up soundboard reactions to his jokes. Love that a stranger who has been making videos about me and saving every picture I post for 8 months thinks he knows why I chose to have an abortion and that him and another man can and should talk about it for over an hour on stream. These people are despicable. And yes, I had to keep track of what he's doing because I'm still pursuing legal action. It's the most exhausting part of this process. Not discussing this anymore, though. He clearly had a breakdown over this stuff yesterday. And the stuff that he said was horrible. So, again, painting a picture here. But if you look at her history, this is how she talks. She's not traumatized that she had an abortion. She says, I got pregnant at 25 by my then husband. I had an abortion. I left the relationship 4 years later because it was toxic and abusive. Imagine if I kept the kid. Get the fuck out of here. And this was in 2021. She had an abortion and then she stayed in that relationship for 4 years after it, before she left. Make that make sense. It was in a toxic and abusive relationship, but you stayed 4 years after aborting a baby? Right? And you know what? I'll give a lady one. You know, if there's a toxic, abusive relationship, maybe domestic violence, maybe drugs, maybe problems, maybe they're assaulted. Okay, I can understand circumstances where they might have to do an abortion. You look at stuff when she writes like this, completely unhinged. Just had an abortion last month. Fuck all you ancient ass men. Fuck you straight into the fucking sea. Her problem is that she hates men. That's what it comes down to. Every single thing that she does and has shown on her tweets, on her posts, her articles, her writings, her day-to-day fucking living is all based on I hate men. Men are horrible. In my opinion, she's sick in the fucking head and she needs help. All right? Now, going on, this talks about how she sent a cease and desist to him and that Ron Coleman, who's Smash's lawyer, basically just said that her shit's fucking false, that there's no standing grounds here to say that he's defaming her based on anything that she's put out there. And he's right. She just can't take criticism. That's the fucking problem here. Right? That's the issue. And she's still completely going on, still fucking saying stuff about him, which I don't have the tweet here, but Smash was pretty upset about it, saying that his daughter essentially is going to become a teenager and she's going to find out that her father voted for a man that's against her rights and all this crap. You have no room to talk about people being a parent, much less a father, because you've had 2 abortions where you self-admittedly on previous tweets said that you just didn't want to have them. We looked over that in Smash's video the other day on his live stream. So if you haven't seen it yet, she openly in the past said, oh, I just didn't want it. I just didn't want it. I just didn't want it. Which means these activists only care about abortion when they want to be hoes. They don't care about actual people that are assaulted and need rights. They don't care about rights. They only care about what they do. So Smash put, how's that lawsuit coming along? Ron Coleman and I are interested to hear more about your constant empty threats. Also, you are a baby killer, a self-admitted one. You most certainly are not the victim here. You can stop playing that card. You're two unborn kids that you didn't want to have. On the other hand, while you try to dish parenting advice to me, again, kindly go fuck yourself, right? Because she basically says, hey, I don't want them. And let me go ahead and check out Smash's Twitter. Maybe I could find it. Where stuff like this, where she's saying, anyway, I'm happy to talk about my abortion again, which I had 3 months ago because I didn't want to have a baby. I also had one at 25 because I didn't want to have a baby. Any questions? Who talks like that? Who says I'm happy to talk about my abortion if you're claiming that you're traumatized by it? And you had two within the span of, I want to say, probably 5 years. You had two of them. And your answer was because I didn't want to have a baby. You're fucking nuts. You're sick in the head. And you dare to fucking tell somebody about their daughters and how they voted against them and that they don't care about women's rights? If anything, he voted the way he did to protect his daughter. And that's the problem with these people, is that they don't accept that. Now, there was a good clapback that he posted. I'm looking for it right now, where he told her off, and they said that he was melting down because of it. It's kind of weird how when somebody actually defends themselves from bullshit, they somehow turn it around and say that that they're melting down because of somebody else and melting down because of issues that they said. You can see right here. Because she said, post all the pictures of your kids that you want, Jeff. Talk to me when your daughter becomes a teenager and learns that you voted for a man who wants to rob her of her body autonomy. And you have hundreds of pictures of women you could have fathered saved on your hard drive. He says, it's fine to take pot shots at each other for banter. Don't break the unspoken rules of engagement. Too bad you didn't have a college professor indoctrinate you with human decency. And said, Alyssa Merc, don't you fucking dare tell anyone about robbing people their autonomy, you hypocritical, narcissistic, baby-killing piece of human feces. Your room doesn't even deserve pads. Fuck you. Enjoy your time with Rolling Stone. You two are made for each other. And that's in regards to her just trying to clap back and be ugly. Like this isn't the flex that you think it is, Mercante. And I don't care if you think that it's defamation, because it's not. It's literal words that come out of your mouth that you've tweeted that people have the right to talk about, which at this point, apparently, she's also threatening journalist John Trent from Fandom Pulse, as well as that Park Place, for reporting on this, reporting on public stuff that she's not immune to having criticism from. She literally sent him a DM right here. You can see where she's saying, you know, this is libel, right? No. You've self-admitted that you've had 2 abortions. And I know, what does it have to do with gaming? No, this is a developing story that we've been talking about all fucking year, because this lady knows no bounds. She's cuckoo, all right? You could see, she literally, this guy has all of it right here. Self-admitted, right? And John Trent took it, saying, Alyssa Mercante tries to claim the truth is libel. The truth cannot be libel. And he posted it. Let's go ahead and go to this. Let's see how cooked she got on the tweets. Yep, there we go. Posted the article and everything. And if she wants people to leave her alone, why does she insist on DMing them and threatening them? Why does she insist on that? Does she not think that John Trent wasn't going to post about this and call it out? Show that he's being threatened? You see, people are saying, baby murderer Mercante better be quiet, and maybe, just maybe, God will show some form of mercy. You see, people are just calling her out. Literally, the only people on her side are the people that are in her fucking pathetic tweet replies. And, of course, you really want to double down? Bold move. So, basically coming on there, trying to, I guess, intimidate. That's what they do. Of course, she went under protected tweets, by the way. She's currently under protected tweets. And she's hiding on Blue Sky. But she did go on to continue saying, I'm not ashamed of my abortions. I want to be a mother and still plan on it. I feel sorry for whoever those kids are. and had to make a difficult decision at those points in my life. No man will ever understand what a pregnant person goes through when deciding to terminate, even as early as I did. No, there's jokes where she's laughing about her 2 abortions with winky, smiley, jokey faces, and the way that she reacts, saying that she didn't want it. She doesn't feel trauma, and if she is, she's secretly doing it because she's obviously getting abortion so she could fit in with her fucking crowd. That's what it is. So she's basically saying it's aberrant that Jeff Tarzia, they always say the name, would repeatedly call me a baby killer and say she chose to have abortions to wield some sort of power. He does not know my life. He should be ashamed, and that requires having shame. Says the girl that literally posted a Patreon today with her ass hanging out, which we'll talk about that. Having to relive trauma because a man who harassing me won't stop is very difficult. I'm going to take a little break for my sanity. Spoiler alert, she didn't take a break. She didn't take a break. Also, spoiler alert, she doesn't have trauma from this. She doesn't, because she holds it like a badge. Now, she is on a Patreon now. Somebody tweeted it. Let's just go to Smash and Grums. She's opened up a Patreon and posted a picture of her ass. According to her post, she's still looking for full-time work, and she's only freelancing at the moment. So remember, her exact words were, if I leave Kotaku, I'm going back to sex work. Definitely seems like that's what she's going to be doing on her OnlyFans. So if you guys want to go check out her ass photos and stuff, she is probably going to be putting them behind a paywall. So, yeah, I mean, no shame at this point. She's actually the biggest fucking grifter of them all. She's getting cooked in the comment replies too. Endymion put a, you can't make this up. Washed up games journalist resorts to posting ass for money. It's never been more over for these people. If you pay any money for this, you get what you tolerate. And honestly, it seems that she's stirring shit up now this week just so it could be advertising for it. Stuttering Craig says, yeah, this definitely doesn't scream I wasn't fired. I appreciate how she calls everyone else grifters, but not even 36 hours after being fired, she's begging on a Patreon. At least some of these other guys waited a few months and tried to build up their channels. It's fine she's doing this, but don't be a hypocrite so blatantly. Honestly, she needs help. And I say that in the nicest fucking way. To think she spent that better part of the last year and a half calling you, JT, and others grifters when y'all are providing a whole lot more worthwhile stuff than photos of your asses. She's such a hypocrite, calling everyone chuds and shaming them. Now she needs them to put food on the table. Irony. And that's exactly what it is. And again, she's going to fucking only threaten legal and stuff when she doesn't like what people are saying, which it's all fair criticism. It's all in the bounds of it. Meanwhile, these people tweet out fake cuck profile pictures from cuck websites about Smash and his wife. Airbag posted a fucking thing that I've debunked the last fucking 3 years of alleged grooming allegations from an obvious fake Twitter profile of mine. They don't know what libel and defamation is. They will sit here all day and make up shit about Grums, Smash, myself, Hypnotic. You fucking name it, because we're not in the echo chamber. Saying that you're a baby killer is opinion because you aborted 2 kids. And she just has egg on her face at this point. She's legitimately embarrassed. She doesn't know what to do. She's lost her job. The walls are fucking closing in. And, even when she works at Rolling Stone, she's going to make Rolling Stone look like a whole bunch of idiots because even the senior editor is already defending her looking like a fucking idiot. Matter of fact, where can I go and look at my shit right here? I posted something in regards to, Chris, who's her boss, I guess her boss at Rolling Stone. I put, oh, that's rich, coming from a Rolling Stone editor, where journalism now means woke takes and defending people like Alyssa Mercante. Smash and other so-called rage-bit grifters don't need industry access to call it hypocrisy. They're just saying what everyone else is thinking, which clearly rattles your bubble. Funny how credentials only matter when it's about keeping out voices that don't fit the agenda. Maybe worry less about who's qualified and more about the joke Rolling Stone has become. And this is in regards of him shit-talking Smash JT, saying he doesn't have an industry, he doesn't make games, he's not a reporter and doesn't have any access, he's nobody talking out really loud to feel like a somebody. That's the thing though, they hope that stuff like this can invalidate your opinion. Meanwhile, this guy barely has 1,300 followers and he's a joke. He definitely proved that he has no business running a game, especially when they've hired somebody like Alyssa, who they're getting flamed for having. If you go to his post where he fucking shared it, you can see down below. I guess Rolling Stone is trying to pretend they cover pop culture again and not just cry about Trump and politics. Go ahead and hire Alyssa Mercante. It'll be a nice bonus before she's back to sound her ass online again. Laugh out loud. Y'all hired Alyssa Mercante. She's been complicit in the deaths of a few gaming companies in the name of a vapid narrative that doesn't belong in games. Good show. Ruin your rep. You can see this is how you celebrate the 20th anniversary of one of the most iconic games of all time. Really scraping the bottom of the barrel to hire her. So sad. Super ironic to have someone who doesn't game talk about one of the greatest games. You see everybody just fucking tearing her up. Literally getting cooked. And then Rolling Stone's own post about it. Getting fucking cooked. So nobody takes Alyssa Mercante serious at all. Except her fucking little echo chamber. Bubble of fucking retards and faggots. So end of the day, Alyssa Mercante, get fucked. And stay mad. Cope and seethe. Is that the phrase? I believe so. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.